Alrighty lads, welcome back to another episode of my own playthrough here. Reaching near the year 1600 guys. Definitely the clock is ticking. We have become a powerful nation in our own right, there's no doubt about that. Looking really good on many different accounts. Currently our Republican tradition is dismally low, so I guess whatever fate beholds us might be determined this episode. My noobness as a Republic player, I kind of thought that you could just keep jamming the one thing like that. A Republican tradition would be low and you'd get a dictator, but it might be upon this guy's death that there's some kind of succession crisis. I just quite frankly don't know. We do have other methods, though, worst case scenario, to change our government type, which we may have to utilize. Now, with that being said, guys, we've got a big war on the horizon here, as I intend to fight over Lithuania, both in the sense of the nation itself, the territory, but also the fate of the nation becoming our subject. Before we do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and state up Mittelmark, which will just wait till my war exhaustion is at 0. It ought to increase the power of our nation here. As far as our admin is concerned, we ticked up for -5, and we're very far ahead at admin at this point. We're getting 13 per month as it is our focus. So let's try to make good use of that, guys. Our second capital, if you will, guys, Berlin. Feels good, man. Feels really, really good. I've been thinking about our trade as well, guys. Our influence in Saxony here is quite high and increasing, I'm sure, after we state this up. Now, it's going to be hard to judge here. I'm not going to do a before and after comparison because I'm stating this territory up, which hasn't been taken into account and so on. But I'm pretty sure right now Krakow is being pulled to Vienna. Now, we can see that if we don't pull here, sure, less might go into Vienna, but we're collecting in the Baltic as well. We're not collecting in Saxony, but that's what I'm thinking about. If we move, there's a lot more wealth in Saxony than there is Krakow. I don't know about a lot more, but there's a bit more. So I'm thinking if we transfer this into the Rhine, we're collecting there. So this will basically go 3 ways: collecting, transferring, and collecting. That's what I'm thinking about. That ought to be an improvement because there's a lot of wealth going up here into Lubeck, which currently we're not able to benefit from at all. And, okay, we've got another seat available. Well, how about we throw it down in Berlin? Thankfully, we're at 11 production here. It's a little bit expensive. Yep, we don't have a building slot there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. It's a little bit expensive to develop this as its woods. It could also be home to the burghers, though. We could give Potsdam this chair and then develop it up more as there's iron here. The price of iron will go up in the future. Or Brunswick, which already has better development. Brunswick is already home. Okay, I think I'm going to do Potsdam. It's probably the weakest seat of Parliament so far, but it has good potential going into the future. Let's do it. And I'm going to go ahead and add this to the burghers to increase our trade that much more. Now, yeah, we're going to be fighting Lithuania, Poland, and Russia, but with the help of the Ottomans here, guys. So I have a few things I want to do. Our manpower is just about to be capped out here. I'm going to increase our size of cannons. And I'm thinking about going for 3 stacks, but I don't have the leaders available, unfortunately. So I think we're going to have to do without an admiral. That's 4, 5. No more available mercenaries. So, I'm interested to see how our economy looks here, guys, after we hire out all of our available mercenaries. We were absolutely balling. That cost us about 10 ducats a month, it looks like, but we're still very affluent. Indeed. So, yeah, let's get rid of this admiral and roll another general while our army tradition is quite high. Currently our stacks size is 26, so I'm interested to see if we just accumulate all of these, how much is it going to be? Alright, that was worth 10% land maintenance, this debate. What does it do? Last time it cost us mercantilism, this time it's prestige. It seems. So let's do another debate, guys. Alright. Advisor cost could be good going into the future when we really hire more expensive advisors. This is good, man. A merchant? Autonomy is also really good. So our land maintenance one has disappeared. I think we'll go for autonomy. I know even deep in some of our homeland we have some autonomy. Okay. Wow. It looks like it's really costly. So I think we'll just leave it how it is. I'm not too fussed about this actually. Nice, we got military points there, allowing me to get that yearly army tradition from quality ideas. I'm not actually too fussed about the situation there with the government. I'm kind of hoping to, I don't know, advance into something else potentially going into the future. Alright, so this would be 20 once the cannons finish. So I want to... That would be 22 and then 24. We got 3 stacks of 24. And in just a moment, we're going to go ahead and declare war here, where we have 2 claims. Waiting for these cannons to finish. So, this episode, it's going to be a big war. Hopefully, a productive, easy war here. We're about to find out. Let's just quickly check that the Ottomans aren't fighting another war. They're not. Okay, great. Let's go. One more thing. We out-tech everybody. The Ottomans are behind in tech. But they're the Ottomans. They'll have overwhelming numbers. Let's quickly check my prestige. We're doing nicely on prestige, and our army tradition is really high. So we most likely, with the Defenders of the Faith, have superior morale. With this advisor, we most likely have superior discipline. It's gone offensive. So we're probably way stronger than the Russians. It's going to come down to what kind of general he has. But let's go. I want to be separate-piecing Poland. That should not be too hard. Austria called a crusade. So that means that just Poland is the benefactor there. Now I did notice that Kiev became a vassal of Russia, guys, which is like surprising. He really took land, but Russia's just able to diplomatically turn him into a vassal despite him being so large. That's no big deal though, it just means in the future the reconquest will apply to all of them. And of course we have some reconquest there against the Ottomans, which could become applicable, or it could disappear. We might break our relations with the Ottomans in the next 50 years. It's hard to say. I should be using my diplomat in the meantime, though. I guess just more claims on Bohemia. In 8 years, our truce is coming up with that huge coalition, and I'd love to go in against Bohemia and Austria, annul Austria's alliance with Spain, and take a huge chunk out of Bohemia. We're trying to have our aggressive expansion chill out a little bit on the Western Front with France, and we're doing that quite well. Damn, we're feeling the pain economically though right now. We're looting here on a huge high dev province, but I think we're far less affluent currently at the moment than we were. We lost that land maintenance modifier. Church power. We can do that. Let's go through some of these. Prestige, 5 prestige. We could do 10 military power. I really value my military right now. We could do 61 ducats. Let's go. Wait. They're the same. Okay. 61 ducats, okay. Thought I did something wrong there. So chance to win, chance to end. How do we... The debate will continue until... Alright. Alright. So we got 68% chance to win. We'll review it in the future. It's going to take years. 5 years it looks like. So yeah, I've spoken about it last episode, but I would love to have more available mercenaries. I'm going to go for innovative, which gives mercenary maintenance, but not more available mercenaries. Naturally, expanding into new territory will have an effect. Right now, we have our forces being as high as they've ever been, guys. We need to go ahead and separate piece the Ruskies. Looks like it's winter. Jeez, man. Let's compare numbers really quickly. Wow, we actually don't have numbers. Well, we do. It's pretty even. The Russians are noobing it up as per usual. They have hardly any cannons at all because they're all Strautskis. That's pretty cool. So we should have been able to get Poland out due to taking his capital. Keep fabricating on Bohemia. Alright, we've definitely got the numbers advantage, but we know that our own troops, because we also took this 10 infantry combat ability, our own troops are probably pretty strong. I'm going to try to suffer less attrition, but of course keep in mind our infantry are all mercenaries, so the attrition is not a huge concern. And I'm going to be over my relation slot. Oh no! A flaw to my plan. If we give the capital to Kurland, then I don't think you can vassalize them, right? No, I think surely you can. No. It would only be an allied. It would only be an allied nation that would prevent you from vassalizing them. Either way, he's our subject. We should be able to ask for the occupation back. Yeah. No. I'm stressing over nothing. Yeah, the plan is to give him those 2 claims, which are his claims, and probably more, but I'll take it for myself, then hand it to him afterwards. So I'll give the... we're going to occupy all 3 of these, or annex them. These 2 are going to be handed off to Kurland. This I'll hand off via the Diplo tab, and I plan to vassalize Lithuania all at once. That's the plan. Take these 3, vassalize Lithuania. That's what I'm going for. Okay, the Russians have got a good general. Crap. I should not be surprised though. So we're going to get -1 to rolls here. Good luck me. Wow. We have more discipline, way more morale. Excellent. And our infantry combat ability doing work on him. Get wrecked, mate. Get wrecked. Awesome. That is nice and satisfying. I want to check Kurland's economy. This guy is just racking up debt. And I'm not even diverting trade, which is something that I want to do. With how much poorer we are currently, I actually don't want to pay off his debt. He's just going to have to rack it up, I suppose. Negative 10% tax, there's our final trait. That's not very good. Let's influence him. Okay, we got Diplo points there that time, that election. I just realized I don't have any cavalry in this composition. I did not realize that. Let's get at least 2 cav. It's a little bit janky, but I'm going to sort out my composition just a touch. Just a tad. Alright, choose coming up with some nations there. Trying to play it slow and trying not to make any mistakes. Lithuania's enthusiasm is whack, that's good, but we need to separate peace. The Russians, that's what really makes this war. And we did actually use our favors with the Ottomans, which is a bit of a shame because if we want to go in with the reconquest, right, once our truce is up, our favors will probably not be there with the Ottomans, but keeping our forces up will, like we have been, will increase the rate that we gain favors. Alternatively, we can call him in and actually give him land. Alright, we're taking a morale hit for 2 years. That's not too big of a deal. Our morale is fine, and it's only 2 years. Doing really, really well with the manpower. That's a sort of non-issue. Ottomans have swarmed down Kiev. You can see Russia still has high enthusiasm though. There's not that much reason to check it out at the moment. What's currently going on with his enthusiasm. If he's near to piecing is what I mean to say. Should I be fabricating on Denmark, guys? Truce comes up before Bohemia. He's re-allied France. Ah, jeez, man. So France successfully took over Normandy, finally? You know, one of the reasons, apparently we're the rank 2 great power in the world, guys. Feels good, man. One of the reasons we were beating France, you know, was because he at the time, he allied, you know, other nations in the French region, and he hadn't dealt with Burgundy to the best degree he could, and he was actually a little bit weaker there in Normandy, so it was less that we were extremely strong, but France was actually not so strong. Okay, losing Republican tradition, guys. Oh, I had no idea Russia was just way over there backdooring me. I did not realize, but it should not be of too much consequence, especially as the Ottomans sieged down his capital city. Is he anywhere else doing something obscure? It doesn't look like it. Oh, we actually have two forts side by side, one in Aiken as well. I didn't realize that. I might delete the one in Aiken after this war. Let's check out how Rush is looking for some kind of peace here. He's already willing to peace. So, does he have any really obnoxious allies? Not really at all. No, he doesn't. I'm going to take war reps. Because those war reps are going to be worth a lot. Okay, we've claimed everything we can from Poland, actually. There we go. So why not begin fabricating on Denmark? To be fair, no, it's Brandenburg. It's Brandenburg. Do Brandenburg. To be fair, our claims on Denmark could go really far. You know, we could claim a lot of his territory if we just jam a dude down there. So I should keep that in mind. -10. Diplo check and 1 additional culture. So we got a total of 7 promoted culture, 6 more promoted cultures. Let's get off the Ottomans here. We're causing them a lot of pain there. Standing all together. Well, this definitely was not too difficult, guys, which is cool. It would help if we could actually siege one of these down, which we've been near successful for the longest time. Okay, Novgorod fell. Let's get out. And that's basically Kiev done, right? Cool. I don't want to be stuck out here if possible, exiled out there. So we got admin points that time. Let's have a look. Nice. 59 diplomatic points. That's nothing. And that is perfectly appropriate. What I want to do there. Just like that. Let's take his cash. 150. Nothing to shrug over. Here we go. Kurland expanding. So I want to go ahead and give him the other... He's not accepting Lithuanian. That makes sense. For some reason I thought he's in this cultural group. So what I'm thinking is... if we give him all of that, I'm hoping that he's going to accept Lithuanian. That's the hope. Now, if he wasn't so dirt poor, I would be able to divert trade here, because currently we just gave him Memel, so he's going to... yeah, he's already got 13% of the trade in the Baltic Sea. And counting, I suppose. Okay. Looking at our army composition, I'd like to build one more cav just for the sake of it, just so they're all on the same level, even though our cav are pretty useless here. Now, I actually don't know exactly what our next war should be. I'm currently one over our Diplo relations, but we're really far ahead in diplomacy. Maybe I should keep Brittany. I don't think Brittany's worth very much in of themselves. But I mean, that 1 Diplo point per month, right now we're just swimming in Diplo points, so I don't exactly need them. We can obviously develop. What's our next move, lads? 6 years before Bohemia, 2 years before Brandenburg. Okay, it might be Brandenburg. We'd have to fight Austria and Denmark at the same time. Brandenburg might be our next move. We actually have a lot of admin points here, right guys? So, yeah, it's a bit disappointing because ideally I would be just killing fools. I would just be going ham here. So, is there any... It's mostly all the coalition. Lubeck is in 4 years. Oh, Cleves. Same thing. Alright, we actually a little bit boxed in, I'm sorry to say. So I would like to state some territory, and we don't have states available. Feels bad, man. That's one way we can spend admin points. So that feels bad, man. We could reduce inflation. Our modifier has now gone away. Let's do that. We could also boost stability, but currently it costs tons to do that. I don't know how I feel about that. We're doing really well economically, apparently. Awesome. Despite having all... Oh, look at Berlin. 62. 0.62. Despite having all of our mercenaries hired and being utilized, we appear to... This is not stated up. I need to state that up. We're rich is what I'm trying to say, which is really, really, really cool. I like that a lot. Lithuania is just about happy. I'm going to go ahead and placate him, even though it's expensive, to make him really, really happy here so that I can go ahead and enforce religion on him. Yeah, I like that. Now we still have this development reduction. We can take admin points here, but I'm actually ahead in admin points. I'm going to run out of admin points to... I might do it anyway, though. Yeah, if I can get the burghers happy, I'd be willing to develop some stuff as well. Oh, his relations must be positive. Oopsie. Yeah, he's really mad at me, dude. He's really, really mad at me, and we don't exactly have the diplomat available, so that's awkward. At least he's paying us a small amount of tribute now. And, you know, reconquesting on his behalf, even though you're not doing it through the tab, the subjects tab, it does improve relations. I might ditch. Come on, you can never have too many Diplo points, guys. I'm going to ditch Brittany. Those Diplo points can be put into developing our land. We're so rich. This is awesome. Alright, now one of these has 2 cav, that one. And then what I'd like to do is give this infantry over here. And now our composition is kind of perfect. That's good. So how much truce did we accumulate with Russia? Because his comes up in 81 as well. 5 years, because we didn't take much from him. So I'm really looking forward to a big... Hopefully, because his diplomacy is not very good. He's not that strong, guys. He did tick up his military, though. But hopefully we can just 1v1 him and take all of the core, because the core has 25% reduced war score cost. We should still be in the Age of Reformation, which has a 20% reduced... Oh, it's 25%? 25% reduced cost against other religions. So yeah, in 81, hopefully we can go in and just rip him and dramatically expand the size of Lithuania. That would be cool. In the meantime, I want to look at my burgers. There's so many centers now, like little marketplaces and so on. Like that. That's not stated up. I struggle to know if we've... it used to be a little bit more easy to be optimal in that sense and put the burgers in the right locations, but now it's like Frankfurt and Mainz side by side. But we're pretty good. We're pretty good in that regard. Government reform process. So progress. I didn't focus on these ones here, upgrading these, because at the time my influence in Rhineland was so low. But I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading this a bit to improve our trade here. Trade income. Burghers gain influence. RIP. God dang it. When can I... yeah. They're just so... They have so much influence. And not the loyalty. Alright, well, we're going to have to do without that modifier if we do develop. We can still develop, but without the modifier there. Because we're going to start accumulating some points here, guys, and I'm not sure we have anywhere to spend them. We are the 8th most powerful nation in score. We're going to be far enough ahead to take that no problem. I'd really love to rush this down, but I don't want to fall behind in military. Speaking of military, we just got 50 military points. Feels good, man. My Republican tradition is at 0. Okay. This gives us something to do, I guess. Papal State attacking Tuscany? I think both Tuscany and the Papal State were allied to France, and France didn't back them up. Cool. Well, there's no way we're going to lose that war, so let's go ahead and let's do it. Now, he might give us this. That would be cool. If we go get our participation up, he might give us this province here, as we have a claim on it. Yep, Lithuania's happy. But I feel like making claims is a very good source of our time right now. So the coalition grows once again, unsurprisingly. With a second great power, lads. This is awesome. The mighty Ulm. Rebel Defense Force activated. Lol. Okay, let's try to get some participation. He seems to have been developing Neumark because of the capital bonus. I mean, that helps it, which is kind of cool in a way. It's bad in other ways, like it's going to cost more to core, but, you know, it's full accepted culture territory once we get a cultural union, and I'm looking forward to that. So there seems, unless we can walk all the way out to Portugal, not many ways to get more participation than we're currently getting slowly. Okay, truce is up with Brandenburg. I didn't realize it was so soon. That went quickly. That 2 years went really, really quickly. Ah, damn. I didn't realize he's guaranteed by Bohemia, so... This is actually a really hard war, dude. I mean, let's have a look here. Offensive. Quantity. Aristocratic. Denmark's really weak. I'm looking at the Bohemian ideas themselves. Shock and infantry. Shock, damage received in infantry, combat ability 5%. So, Bohemia is really weak. How many troops does he actually have? 24. Wow. Yeah, Bohemia is really weak. Austria's obviously got his 10 morale, 3 discipline, and he's got offensive. So Austria's actually he's actually one of the strongest both in terms of numbers and in general. This is interesting. Sweden is not loyal. We could separate peace Denmark with France. annul his alliance with France, and improve relations with Sweden, and Sweden could become a significant ally. The thing is, guys, that Brandenburg's about to join the coalition if we don't declare on him right now. So I'm going to go ahead and declare on him right now. Dum dum dum. Scary. So, Vienna is not an easy region to defend, and considering the size... Oh! Garrison is low here. Let's go artillery barrage it and just take that fort immediately. Considering the size of Austria, he should... Nice, free stability. Be pretty demoralized if we take his capital, is what I was going to say. No, he's got a good general. It's going to be all about separate piecing nations here. He's going for this, isn't he? I knew we'd make it there sooner. The province is so close. Alright. Feels bad to spend my military points like this, but let's look at it this way. I keep getting 50 military points from these elections, which are just happening so frequently, so... Sniped. Snippety sniped him. I think that was worth it. I need to accumulate my forces. I'm worried about this little straggler out there. So if we siege up most of his territory, maybe if we sit on Vienna here, he'd be willing to just peace out at this stage. We'll see. Wait. I'm worried. I'm really worried, guys. It's like you can't just become a dictator anymore. They might have changed republics in this patch. I already, as you can see, I'm noob enough. Because, you see, question of dictatorship. I think what I'm doing here is no longer a thing, guys. I think we're stuck as a republic. That's what it looks like. No, I overreacted. we're no longer a republic. But we have a 144, feels bad. A 19-year-old. Are you kidding me? Alright. Well, looks like our age of good rulers, guys, is a thing of the past, so there we go. Wow. So changing government rank puts you all the way back at square one. Interesting. Well, this is a new chapter this episode, guys. In the age of Ulm, we have crowned a duke. He is a bad duke, hopefully getting a good trait here. But I'll tell you what, guys, we're swimming in points. We're swimming in points. We can manage this. I hate that he's 19 years old. I would have killed for one of those epic rulers to be 19 years old so that they would last longer, like up until this point. But yeah. So now I assume this is basically our government type, right? We're basically going to be a monarchy unless we change at the end. So these should be more significant in the sense that they're kind of permanent. So unjustified demands or income from vassals. That's our choice. Tax, national manpower modifier. Here we'd probably go for manpower. Oh, 2 promoted cultures. Oh, yes, please. We got to make sure we keep that bureaucracy, decentralizing the bureaucracy. We have to keep that modifier to achieve what I want to achieve. And I got to read these a little bit more carefully now that we know they're kind of permanent. Because, like, I didn't even realize, I didn't even intentionally become a parliament. Are we still a parliament? I don't think so. Nice. I think we got rid of the parliament. I'm happy about that. I didn't want to be a parliament. Alright, now this war we're fighting, guys, is sketchy, like really sketchy. So let's get Austria out. So yeah, in the meantime, I guess unjustified demands. We're gonna go unjustified demands, 10%. Oh, you get them all. Cool, cool, cool. I didn't realize. Excellent. Okay. National manpower or 10% tax? We'll go for manpower 15% for sure. For sure. Cool, cool, cool. I like the system even more now. Alright, that's what we've got for now. So be it. Awesome. Cool. Fun times. I'm loving it. I just wish we didn't have a terrible ruler. So, there's a few things I want to check out here. 5 moral armies. Not bad for a young guy. And nobility's back. Yes! Now we can take points. Awesome. Alright, let's give the nobility some territory which we don't care about the production. Like Trier. And Hessen. We'll need at least 30. Yep, there we go. Do that. Do that. And that. See, he should be 25% less. I guess he is. I guess he is. They fixed that, or it was my imagination, one or the other. But that's good. That's a thing of the past. If it was a thing at all. And now we get 150 military points to help us complete our ideas. Excellent. So, let's kill the Bohemian stack here. We'll probably stack wipe him. Get wrecked. Trying to separate piece Austria because of course that will pull out the Hungarian troops as well. And we're coming towards the end of this episode here, guys. It would be nice if we could... Yeah, we almost have them. Cool. I was kind of skeptical myself when I was saying might be able to just sit on Vienna and piece them out, but it looks like that will be the case if we just siege down some of this territory here. So once Austria's out, we're that's a lot of their numbers, and they're off to a bit of a head start as they're sieging down our territory here. But I believe we're not going to have too much trouble winning this war, right? We're stronger than them. And we can now get royal marriages. Cool. Ooh. Weak claim there. So, you guys know me, guys, but Budget Monk. Obviously, some people might think, well, what's the tactic, Monk? Well, I'm just going to PU the whole world, obviously. Just PU the whole world. As you can see, Spain fully accepts Spanish culture. What? Apart from Aragonese and Catalan? Come on, dude. He needs 1,000 development. But you get the point. Yeah, just PU the whole world, guys. No big deal. No, not like we have any plan or anything like that. No, just PU the whole world. Easy. I'll be yawning while I'm doing it. Been there, done that. PU the whole world. Not like it's difficult or anything like that. We're not going to do anything actually spectacular, any kind of challenge or anything. No. Just PU the whole world. That's how we'll get a cultural union easy. It's not the first time. It's not the first time or anything. Now. Whew. It's a bit stressful here. So legitimacy is new for us. We lose the Republican tradition. Okay, he's going to beat us in Ulm. So sitting on that fort demoralizes him. I was kind of hoping that, you'd peace out, Austria. What's the deal? Let's have a look. We might have to fight an Ulm. Yeah, we might have to fight an Ulm. God dang it. It didn't appear to be the case, but I think it is. Oh, okay. This is weird. Pathing is whack, even though we came down this way. Yep, pathing's whack. Ugh. They're sieging down a lot of our territory here, guys. So, I am, in fact, gonna have to end the episode. Scared of... Thankfully, Brandenburg's general is not uber strong at this time. We should be okay to fight in Ulm, I think. Oh, please don't take it at 21, though. For real, please don't take it. Oh, thank goodness. I would have been gutted. I would have been gutted if he punished me there at the end of this episode. Ugh, I'm nervous about this. I don't want to give him a chance to tick again here, guys. So I'm about to go in and hopefully we can have a spectacular victory here before we end out this episode. He got a bump in something for some reason. Okay. Good luck us. 4-3 versus 3-4. Oh, good luck us. I'm going to be interested to see how we sit here. We have more mercs available. Didn't realize. Okay, that looks like it's in the clear. Alright, we kick his ass on morale. Discipline's the same. Tactics are the same. Generals are very even. And I would say, due to offensive, we've got better traditions with our infantry combat ability. Yes! Get ripped! Feel the mighty almond pain of Ulm. The Alman Empire. Almonds. We produce almonds in the Alman Empire. On that note, guys, this looks like this war bodes well. It's going to be a hard one, but naturally, plan is to separate piece Austria, and then the battlefront is going to be dramatically diminished. We just need a separate piece Bohemia, going for a short truce with him if possible, then fully annexing Brandenburg, but due to the length of war, Denmark should be easily pieced out if we focus on him last. Just get this fort here, siege him up, standard stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Things are moving along swimmingly. Finally, a new era has begun where we are a duchy, soon to be an empire, hopefully, but we need to get out of the HRE. Either way, I'm loving this one. Hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. See you next episode.